One of the most important questions you get asked as an electrician is, should you have an electrical inspection test, pre-purchase electrical inspection, an EICR, whatever you want to call it, before you purchase a property? Now in this video I'm going to show you exactly why it is essential. So the couple who purchased this property are first time buyers. Now they asked us to carry out an EICR, which we came in and did around 3 or 4 months ago. Now they've eventually purchased the property, they've asked us to do a full rewire. Here are some findings. So number one, a non-earth lighting circuit. Now as you can see, there's lovely decorative light fixtures throughout this installation. Now one issue is, if you purchase a property and you want to put new lights up and you've got a non-earth lighting circuit, a class 1 light requires an earth, so you wouldn't be able to do that. A lot of people will still do that, but obviously it's dangerous under a fault. So that's one issue what we found. So a lot of the wiring in here also is steel rather than copper conductors. So that shows that the wiring's from 60s, late 60s, early 70s, when there was a shortage of copper. So that wiring is potentially 50, some of this wiring is potentially 50, 60 years old. Now for me, twin and earth's the only designed to last from manufacturers, probably 30 years max. So obviously it's got to go. Homeowners can then decide exactly where they want to put the sockets, where they want to put the lights. Even in here, we haven't got a central light. Obviously, a central light's going in here. We're going to put smoke detection in. The kitchen is actually being rewired out last probably 10 years. So because it's a finished kitchen, as you can see, the wiring were tested and that circuit is okay. So that's going to be left in situ. Right, we're on with day one. So the first job whenever we start a rewire is literally if the hard floors are staying, stuff like that, any carpets downstairs what we don't have to take up, we'll sheet up. All hard flooring's being protected. All carpets coming up here, that's his next job. Then we'll take up floors up, cut floors where we need to get to them. Then we'll get a quick over, obviously. Prefer to have everything clean under floorboards, even if plumbers have left all their crap, which they do. Don't mind me, I'm just reading paper. I just found this under the floor, look. 1986, Sheffield Star. Talking about Christmas, December 24th, Christmas Eve as well. Look at that, 18p. Got most of the floors up in other 2 bedrooms. I'm going to take this floor up, which will then get us our socket routes for this wall. There's obviously lighting cables from up here as well for downstairs lighting. Wire as much as we can. We've just got to find a route from here up there into loft for our lighting cables, for upstairs lighting, and there's boilers also in loft, so I probably need to put a socket in loft as well for them. We need to find a route. Ideally we're going to go through a stud so we can fish it, but we don't know until we start taking switches and sockets off. Always on day one, literally get carpets nice and neat, folded away, get us all those floorboards up wherever we need them to get up. Obviously, through doing a lot of rewires over the years, I know exactly what boards to take up 90% of the time. So yeah, I use a 25mm wood bit because we're literally only going to be taking probably 3 2.5s and 3 1mm through, which will just be nice fit through it. In layman terms, we're pulling his sockets and his lights through his bedrooms to get obviously for his downstairs lighting. So that's what we're on with. There's pendant light in this room we've marked. We've got laser art. I don't know if you can see. I'll just show you. So that's his laser centrally. Obviously existing, there's 2 lights in here, front and back, but we're just going to go to 1 central light. That's centre of our bay window. So that's where the light's going to go. Obviously we're going to find the centre to centralise it down this wall. A stud here We've marked as stud centres, they're roughly 400, 500. I don't know what's gone off on that with that wall, but I'm going to put a double socket in there. There's wants 2 over there. I've got laser on. I'm going to do sockets at 300mm to the bottom. Obviously, I know they're not 450, but it's a private house, so that's what they want, so that's what they're getting. Things what we found we did the EICR, I'm just going to show you. We've got wooden back boxes and we've still got steel cabling, no earth. All this wouldn't have been found. We are having an EICR, so a customer had moved in property and just been none the wise. Until this obviously started decorating, renovating property. Look at this is what bathroom fitters have done. So they've obviously installed spots in bathroom, class 1 lights, tried to make some kind of earth connection and obviously realised they weren't one, so they've just obviously cut it off. Also, have a look under here. This is what we find under the floor in a lot of houses when we start rewiring. This is why it's always best if your house is say 40, 50 years and it's not really had any kind of major alterations or rewiring that time, is to obviously get a rewire. So look at this. So as you can see, multiple joint boxes. All this. Yeah, they're probably fine, but it's just joint box after joint box. This is best one. An old lighting feed, but yeah, that's live. Get your rewire. Yeah, we'll show you what we're going to do. We're doing outside. SWA from point A to point B. We'll remove paving slabs. We did it on a previous video. Andy were here actually. It was for an EV charger. Now, other people had said, this is why no one gets done. His phone's ringing all the time. Look, world's busiest man, aren't you, pal? Aye. So yeah, obviously anyway, but yeah, he's gonna put that. We'll put some yellow tape or danger tape over it. Bury that new cable. Just a neater job. Previous cable weren't armoured. It was a 2-core like Arden Flex, which had no CPC and no armouring, so we couldn't reuse that. I'll show you garage how bad is this. Same as what we saw when we did in the EICR. Yeah, so all this will get ripped out, but what we're concentrating on today is literally getting that out of 6mm in from A to B. We'll do garage after, even we'll get customers moved in so they can move in, get all the furniture in. This doesn't need to be done urgently. The cable needs to be done so we can get it obviously into a new board. But yeah, we're going to run through what we're going to do upstairs. We're going to be removing all the old cables, cleaning the joist out, and then we'll start putting new cables in. As you can see, we've been hoovering, been tidying, getting cables in. So now we're at the point where everything is hoovered out, even if it's not ours, we've done it. All this cable routes are in. We're through. This is better when we put our cables in. We'll still get another little quick hoover after, but regardless if it's high rubbish or not, it just makes our job easier. There's no same way. So we've tried to obviously get up here. There's a noggin there, and there's probably one at top. So what we're going to have to do is we have to create a chase with multi-tool, just in stages, and then we'll notch into it and put some box lids over the top. This is his boiler supply and a supply for loft. We're pulling in a 2.5, which is going to obviously feed a socket. So I pull this 1mm back. This is upstairs lighting feed. Always make sure you leave a little tab on it as well. Right, what we're doing at the moment is one of us, Andy's downstairs, I'm feeding cables through. These are for his hallway switch. So we've got permanent in, one to smokes. We're using smart links on this one. We're going to put us free coring, which obviously does two-way switch in, and a switch live for our hallway and the switch live for his lounge. What we're doing is, I'll show you when we go downstairs, we're literally incorporating as many in one chase as possible to minimise on chasing. That's feed out, good at smoke. Right, yeah, just permanent. Right, pull that then. Strap us in, just in position, and then I'll pull it back and cut it. Yeah. Right, pull this twin. Yeah. More, pull twin, single on, twin on its own. Beautiful, now free core. Right, that'll, in fact, we need switch live, don't we? Oh. Switch light for kitchen light, which we're gonna have to go a long way around because we don't want to disturb bathroom floor. It would have been easy to go through bathroom floor, but obviously it's tiled, so we won't be doing that. A little bit. Hey, got it. Right, I'm gonna pull my cables back to the area exactly where the fuse board is. There's a couple more to get in, but I want to get predominantly most of them down so that the right way no one can obviously follow them. I don't know if customers will come back at weekend. Obviously we'll try. They probably not, but it still looks better if you get all your cables and everything nice and neat when you're doing a rewire.
Yeah, sound.
But yeah, we'll call it a wrap on this one. If you like the videos, hit that like button and subscribe as well.